Amy is a PhD candidate in linguistics in the College of Liberal Arts. Her research interests lie broadly in the field of experimental phonetics and second language acquisition, and her dissertation research focuses on the effect of foreign language film on non-native speakers' speech production and perception. Amy's fun fact: outside of research, Amy enjoys caring for her 75 plus, houseplants, reading and watching movies in other languages with her one-eyed rescue cat, Buster. The title of Amy's 3MT is I Learned English by Watching blank, exploring the role of foreign film in second language speech learning.
Have you ever heard a friend, loved one, or colleague say something along the lines of, I learned English by watching Friends? Or perhaps you yourself learned a little bit of Korean when wrapped up in the suspense of Squid Game. While we have tons of anecdotal evidence to support the idea that foreign film and TV shows can help us learn language, academic research in this area is surprisingly limited. What aspects of language can foreign film really teach us? Will everyone's favorite fanciful French film, Amélie, only teach non-French speakers vocabulary words like bonjour? Or will it help us learn finer-grained aspects of second language speech, like how the B sound in the word bonjour is pronounced slightly differently in French than it is in English? This is where my research comes in. In my dissertation, I investigated whether watching a 45-minute episode of a French TV show helped native speakers of English pronounce and comprehend French speech sounds in a more French-like way. Native speakers of English with no prior experience with the French language were asked to complete a series of tasks that examined how they produced and perceived French speech. Now, I specifically investigated sounds that are notoriously challenging for French learners, like the U vowel sound in French words like tutu. After completing the designated task, participants watched an episode of Chef's Table France, which is a French cooking show that's widely available on Netflix, and then they completed the task a second time. This second round of testing was done so that I could analyze potential changes to participants' French speech following exposure to French film. Excitingly, this analysis did reveal positive changes, especially in the realm of speech pronunciation, demonstrating that foreign film can affect the way you speak in another language. For example, remember that U vowel sound? Participants' U's became more French-like following exposure to French film. In a world that's becoming increasingly globalized, learning other languages is more important than ever before. Luckily, with streaming services like Netflix and Hulu making it easier to access audiovisual content in other languages, according to my dissertation, language learning can be accessible and fun. Although additional evidence is needed to bolster findings in my dissertation, my research supports the idea that foreign film can be an enjoyable, low-cost supplement to the traditional language classroom, and that perhaps your aunt who learned English while watching Friends was actually really onto something. Thank you.